Hey friends, welcome back to the Paper Girly Studio. My name is Mitzi, and today in studio, I thought I would show you how I use the packaging from a couple of the gifts that I got from my kids in my journal tonight. First up, we have the Creamy Hills Farm mini sticker set that my daughter Molly gave me. And then we have the Oolie pins. I love Oolie pins. And this is the Peanuts collab, the Click gel pins. And I love a good black gel pen. And the last thing is this Roll Life miniature house display. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this by myself or if I'm going to need to ask one of my kids for help, but I'll deal with that later. And last but definitely not least, if you have watched any of my videos, you have probably seen this coffee mug in my background. And my daughter found me the matching Hello Kitty Starbucks collab water tumbler. I am so excited to have the set, and I am so grateful that she was able to find that for me for Christmas. So let's get back to these stickers. It is Creamy Hills Farm. It's like a little milk box, and it is by Greetings Life uh, Inc. out of Japan. I love cows, and my daughter thought this was cute. It was kind of a mix between miniatures and stickers. So this is real throwback. It's got a little invoice, like if you are from a time like I am when you could have milk products delivered to your home. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer so that you can see the stickers that I got inside of here. So let's get you nice in and close. It's got a little plastic wrap, and then it has all the stickers at the bottom. So let's see. Let me see what I got here. I'm just gonna close this up real quick. My voice, I got sick over the holidays, Christmas Eve, and so my voice is a little scratchy right now. So here we got milk. Oh, it's got the little milk cartons, and it's got homogenized milk. It's got ice cream cones. Let's see what else we have here. Um, Yogurt. Basically anything you would find at inside a dairy box. Butter, or is that cheese? I think that's cheese, yeah. And then your bottles of milk. And these are just some logos, another little milk carton like you got at school. Um, More ice creams. And let's see what else I got here. Oh, more butter. Oh no, those are ice cream sandwiches. Cheese. Banana milk. My kids love banana milk. And that is ice cream. And then a little butter dish, and it has a little sparkly to it. Another butter dish. Um, More ice cream sandwiches. And there we got another milk. And then cheesecake. I love that they have like different types of milk, like the fat-free and the full fat. Let's see, strawberry milk. And what else do we got here? Um, oh, little ice cream again. Let's see, put that over there. And more butter. And another cheesecake. And that just says milk. I'm not sure what those are. Um, More butter with a little bit of, let's see, more milk. I really like these little milk bottles. And more ice cream. And let's see, butter. Hmm. I don't get butter like that, but butter and cheese. I love cheese. I've been eating charcuterie for about 3 days straight now. And just more logo stickers. And another just glass of milk. And a couple more logos. So that is what I got inside the little milk crate. And those are all pretty cute. So I'm going to put those away for now and figure out what to do with them when I figure out where I want to put them. So that was cute. She said there were other variations of these online, but with shipping, by the time she realized how long it was going to take for shipping, she said that they were going to make them here in time for Christmas. So she just told me where I could find them if I wanted to get some more. The next up we have the Oolie pins. Now I love Oolie pins. I have tons of different variations, and I thought this was great because it is the Peanuts collab, and I thought it was brilliant. I don't know if it's purposeful or not, but it came out around the same time that the Esterbrook came out with their Peanuts collab, and unfortunately the Esterbrook SD Peanuts collab is not in my price range right now. So I am really happy that I have these cute little pins. Um, they are always the bright colors because Oolie is geared toward kids. I just happen to actually like them. But even though the pins are 4 different colors, the ink is all black ink, and I like black gel ink. So that will be nice. And we'll try those out in a little bit. And the last thing I have is this little miniature um, Ellis tailoring Roll Life little vignette. I love miniatures, and we just got a Roll Life pop-up store at our local mall. And I went in with my nieces and I saw a bunch of different variations of these, and I just think they are just so cute. I'm kind of fascinated with the idea of building one. And the reason why I'm opening this is because I want the this paper band that is on this. I'm not sure if it's glued on. I'm hoping not. I'm going to try to cut it off carefully. I like using paper from things that I get to kind of do a little bit of junk journaling in my planner on my daily spreads. A lot of times during the week for my daily spreads, I don't have a whole lot to actually write down in my journal slash planner, so I do junk journaling. Well, now I gotta open this up now that we have it here. My son Chris got me this, and he said that he picked this one out because I am a sewer, so he thought that Elsa's tailoring shop was going to be perfect for me. Gosh, that is a lot of steps. Let's see, and these are, well, it's a lot of pieces. Um, more electricity. Ooh, electricity. Um, and more pieces. Looks like tables and whatnot. This is probably the backing and all the other little stuff that goes inside. Oh, here's some paper things. Oh, those blow boxes are going to be fun to make. And some stickers. And then it looks like that is just a master list of all the pieces. So we're just going to put that away for another time. Today we are just going to be working in my journal. So here's all the packaging from all that stuff that I just showed you, and this is my journal, and we are going to just do a daily spread. So as usual, I'm going to start with washi tape, and I have this Christmas washi tape that my kids got me last year. So what better time to use it than to use it at Christmas this year? Um, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. As I mentioned before, I actually started to feel sick a couple days before Christmas. Um, and then on Christmas Eve, I thought, did I drink too much the night before? Because I was really feeling kind of awful. and I'd had my girlfriends over for a girlfriend get-together the night before, and we drank a bunch of Prosecco and ate snacks and giggled till late, so I wasn't sure if that was the situation. But no, I have some type of bug, and it has gone from my head now down to my chest. And so if I sound a little bit off in this video, that is why, because I'm either sucking on cough drops or just having issues with my voice. I actually lost my voice for a full day on Christmas. Luckily, we do our celebration on Christmas Eve, and I rallied for that for charcuterie and champagne, though I didn't drink champagne, and gifts. And then on Christmas Day, I actually just had to kind of lay in bed for the day. So I have this gingerbread washi tape as well, which I could use. Let me see. Um, you know, I think I'm going to just hold off on this and I guess probably just use it next year because I'm really wanting to use this packaging. Um, I just think that the packaging is so cute for all these different gifts that I got, and I want to document it here on these pages. So I'm just going to open them up and start cutting and trying to visualize what I want to do with this packaging. So we'll start with the Oolies, and I'm gonna have to grab other scissors here. Um, so yeah, so on actual Christmas, I had to lay in bed most of the day. I took a long nap. Um, I don't cook during the holidays or during Christmas time holidays, so because I have older children, it really wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, I felt horrible that I couldn't spend time with them, but I just was feeling horrid, and I only get sick probably once a year. But unfortunately, this year it just happened to coincide with Christmas. So anyway, if this audio sounds a little bit odd, it's because I have to keep cutting uh, to cough. Full transparency, I knew I was going to have issues with coughing, so I said, you know what, let's just video this and then add audio in later so that I can get it done without it just being a huge hack fest. I'm just grateful to actually have a voice today because yesterday I did not even have a voice, um, or a voice that I would have felt at all comfortable trying to uh, record anything. And I was thinking, oh, I have all these new things that I want to do. I want to finish off the year strong, but that might not be possible. So I'm going to pull out my double stick tape, my first love when it comes to sticking things into a Hobonichi because the paper is thin and glue tends to ruin the integrity of the paper. Even the best Barely Art glue I have not had great luck with in my Hobonichi, and I really try to um, be real careful when it comes to the paper. If you watched my last video, you would have heard me mention that my goal and my hope was to get to 100 subscribers by Christmas. And I am happy to report that not only did I get to 100, but I got to 101. And it was a Christmas miracle. So if you're one of those two people that subscribed on Christmas, thank you so much. And to you out there that have subscribed over the last month, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Starting a YouTube channel has really been stepping out of my comfort zone and has been daunting at times and downright cringy to myself at times. I mean, what am I doing starting a YouTube channel? I mean, who do I think I am? Uh, so thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the motivation. Just thank you. And if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you'd subscribe as well. We are heading into the last week of 2025, and I'm so excited for 2026 to start so that we can start using all of our new planners and all of our new Christmas stuff and just start the year off with a bang. Here we have some real cute additional Snoopy stickers that I'm going to put down. Snoopy and I go back to my childhood. My grandfather was a Snoopy fanatic, and I mean a fanatic. He had Snoopy sheets, he had Snoopy juice cups, everything Snoopy at his house. So when we would go down and visit him down in San Diego, it was all about Snoopy. And I remember one year we went down for Christmas, and he even had the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree in his backyard, all lit up and decorated. So anytime I see Snoopy, I automatically think of my grandfather, Grandpa D, and it just brings back really fond memories. So I'm going to fussy cut this out and then figure out where I'm going to stick him down in my planner. So, what did your kids get you, or did they get you anything? A robe? uh, 2 years ago, after mini a robe, I lost my mind and screamed to my kids, "No more robes. I never want another effing robe." Um, of course, my kids, to put it into context, the youngest was in high school and a senior in high school, so Uh, don't think that I'm just out here swearing at my kids, though I do tend to have a little bit of a sailor mouth from time to time. I'm really proud of myself for really being very ladylike on my channel here. But don't be surprised if accidentally I might let one out down the road. Um, but yeah, I It was just like the SNL skit, if you've seen that, which I think is hilarious. Us moms who have spent years, if not decades, like myself, making magic for these kids, and then all we get are freaking robes from, you know, whatever store is closest, basically, is how I see it. And all my kids were old enough to have jobs, so they had money. They could buy me something, something besides just a $12 robe from Fred Meyer. And honestly, it's not even about the price tag. It's about the lack of thought that has gone into it. I love giving gifts. I love giving gifts that are personalized to the person that I'm giving it to. I love giving gifts that are meaningful, and to me, if you're going to give me something where you put absolutely no thought into it, then guess what? I don't even want it. Um, Use that money to, do something a little bit more worthwhile with it. I know that sounds a little bit harsh. It's just kind of how I feel. We all work real hard for the money that we make, and so spend it according to what you think is important. I'm your mom and I love you no matter what, whether you get me a gift or not. But if you decide that you do want to get me a gift, then I would like to think that you put a little bit of thought into it. And a robe for 12 years in a row is telling me that you did not put a lot of thought into it. But that's just my opinion. And so you don't think that I'm a total monster. No, I did not expect young children to go out of their way and get me thoughtful gifts. This is something as they got older that it became an issue because I really thought that they could, put a little bit of thought into a gift for a dear old mom. And I have to admit that since I freaked out, they have done amazing. I knew they could do it. I just had to push them to actually take the time and think about it. They have gone above and beyond my wildest dreams of taking into consideration the things that I like, the things that I'm into, and really have just blown my mind with their thoughtfulness and their generosity. So, for those of you out here that have young kids, just know that as they get older, they are going to blow your socks off with just the amount of gratitude that they will show you when they are grown. Um, I love having adult children. I just love it, love it. It's all the best parts of them finally shining through where I can really appreciate the people that they have become. Because, oh my goodness, momming is hard. It is, I mean, beyond a full-time job. And there are times that I really thought, oh, man, what did I sign up for? This is hard. Um, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it in the end. All those times that I thought, man, I am just failing at this. I am now shown that I was not failing anybody. I was doing the best that I could with the knowledge that I had, and we made it through. We made it through the hard part. Not saying that there aren't going to be hard parts moving forward. There's always going to be hard times. That's what life's all about. It's about navigating hard times when they come. But I'm just talking about getting through the formative years. We got through um, those years. Okay, so I have just been chatting and not really focusing on explaining what I'm doing here in my journal, but that's kind of just what I do. And I guess if you're wanting something where I'm explaining, I have videos like that where I am just explaining what I'm doing in layouts, but this is just kind of one of those chatty videos. But let's see. I think I am going to use um, this picture here, but I'm going to need my paper cutter, so I'm going to have to find that here real quick. So I appreciate y'all for joining me, and if you have stayed this long, then thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that the people that I watch, I like watching them because um, I like who they are or who I get a sense of who they are. So in these chatty videos, it's one thing for me to just be able to just kind of free blab and also for you to kind of get a better idea of who I am and what I'm all about. So if you like these type of videos where I'm chatting, then I will have plenty of those for you because I do just kind of like to um, word vomit sometimes when I'm making these videos. And there are other times when I have real specific ideas that I'm wanting to share that I will do more tutorial style, I guess you would call it. But for something like this, where it's literally just me cutting paper and taping it down where I, visually think it should go, there's not much for me to explain. So for these types of videos, I think just me chatting is a better way for me to spend my time with you. By nature, I'm a night owl, and I think first, well, it started when I worked in restaurants, um, and that late night lifestyle. And then when I had kids, I discovered that nighttime, though I probably should have been sleeping, it was the one time a day that I knew that nobody needed me because they were all sleeping. So it was a time for me to do what I enjoy doing, and not feel the responsibility of having to be at the beck and call of anybody like during the day. Um, but anyway, at nighttime, I, you know, watch garbage TV and I probably watch too much of it. And I can't promise that I won't talk about the garbage TV that I watch here and there in my videos. But I know that doing something creative with my time, working in my journal, or doing something crafty is a much better use of my time than just uh, watching garbage TV. And ooh, how I love garbage TV. My husband works early in the morning, so I usually stay up later than he does. And so once again, I am just spending that time doing what I like. And a lot of the time I'm watching YouTube videos of the people that I subscribe to, and that's not garbage TV. That is good TV in my book. That is something that either inspires me or something that I find has entertainment value. When I say garbage TV, I'm talking about things like Sister Wives or the worst of them all, Mormon Wives. I mean, oh my God, can it get more insane? That is just an hour of insanity or, 10 hours of insanity because I tend to just marathon through these garbage shows. So starting this YouTube channel has really given me something else to do that I know is much more worthwhile than just watching garbage. So the next time that you find yourself sitting around a little bit bored, possibly watching some garbage TV and thinking to yourself, man, there's probably something I could be doing that's a little bit classier than this, then come hang out with me, because I can promise you this. I'm not going to be out there trying to steal anyone's husband. I got my own husband, and honestly, half the time he drives me bananas, so I'm not out looking for another one. And we're not going to end up at the same dinner party freaking out because we're wearing the same outfit. I wear overalls 99% of the time because they're comfortable. And then all I have to do is pick out a shirt. It's that easy. I'm not real complicated. I'm not going to see a lot of drama here. Um, we're just going to have fun. Fun with paper, fun with garbage, but not being garbage, not acting like garbage. Now, there might be times that I get a little animated because I'm really excited about something, sharing something that I discovered on YouTube probably, or sharing something that I found in a store that I think is great. But besides that, it's just me here chatting. I'll be sharing whatever I'm into, whatever I'm up to, and if you want to comment down below and let me know what you're into or what you're up to, I'd love to hear it. This is just going to be me in my corner doing what I love and sharing it with you. So if this is your kind of thing that you enjoy watching or having on in the background as you do other things, journaling or whatnot, then please like and subscribe so that it's easy to find me next time you want to join me. We're heading out of the holiday season into what I call the declutter and organize season. I do it in the wintertime when it is cruddy outside because spring cleaning to me, spring is some of the nicest weather in the Seattle area, and I like to celebrate the nice weather by being out in it as much as possible. So I like to do all of my spring cleaning in the wintertime. And so I will be doing some of that here on the channel just to inspire and motivate people to do the same if you're so inclined and want or need that motivation. I'm the ultimate multitasker, so I always like to have a couple things going on at once. And when I am cleaning, I like having something going on in the background, usually a YouTube video of somebody chit-chatting. That way, it's kind of like I've got a friend there while I'm doing whatever mundane thing I happen to be doing. Now, of course, I am an organizer, so I love organizing, and well, even more than organizing, I love decluttering. I love getting rid of stuff that is unnecessary to have around the house. And I will be getting rid of a whole lot of stuff because this last year I have acquired a lot of stuff. And while I'm not a minimalist, I like stuff. Um, I just know that I function better when I have less of it around. If everything has a home, I'm good with it. But I have been looking around this holiday season and realized that there's a lot of stuff without homes, and they either need to find homes or they got to go. And my children that I love dearly, they are grown. And so my big project this winter is to go through my attic and make them go through their stuff so that I can get rid of the stuff that is just it's been living up there for years and years. That's one tactic that I used when they were younger is I would have them clean their rooms, declutter their rooms. I would take the bags up to the attic, and my whole goal was in 6 months, if you haven't asked for this back, then I'm going to say it's unnecessary. Well, 6 months has turned into 6 years at this point, and so I'm going to give them one last opportunity and then we are getting rid of that stuff. I mean, how many goldfish stuffed animals do you need? How many um, old t-shirts from when you were in middle school do you need to hold on to? You don't. You just don't. So if you are up for the challenge and have been needing to declutter and organize some parts of your home, then come back and join me and we'll do it together. Uh, and if you're just into planner stuff and paper crafting, there's going to be plenty of that as well. And while you might wonder, how does decluttering and organizing correlate with paper? It actually does, because a lot of organizing has to do with labeling, and labels are just a simple word for sticker. And because I love stickers, then I'm going to make my labels cute but functional. It's all about visuals with me when it comes to my life, whether it is doing a uh, journal spread like this or whether it is organizing a cupboard. It is all about the visual when it comes down bottom line. But it also needs to be functional, like a planner. A planner can look beautiful, but if it isn't functional, then it is not really, doing that part of the job. And the same thing for organizing. It can be beautiful, like you see on some YouTube channels, which are great, but if it isn't functional to you, then it's just gonna, go back to what it was. So this is what I would call a cleaning refresh, an organizing refresh. Because even for someone like me who might do it for a living, in my own life, it can, over a period of time, become less than what the initial vision of it was at the beginning. So you have to refresh every once in a while in order to keep it under control. So here is my final spread. It is just that packaging that I cut out pieces of and some washi tape. We have a candy wrapper for some candy that was in my stocking. You can't see here on this page, but there is some faint drawing on it as well. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, getting to know me a little bit more and seeing into a little bit of my life and what I've been up to. Hope you'll join me again in the Paper Girly studio. Until then, from one paper girly to another, bye.